is gang. Subscribe if you've not. Hit the notifications so that you do not miss when I post and upload. This is, of course, the home of entertainment commentary. Let's get to brewing.
Here we go.
TheReportCard. Brewing entertainment honey.
Let's talk about AKA, okay? So, in case you missed it, just to place context to this whole story, last month, it was April, AKA's girlfriend, and AKA is this South African rapper, and he has made headlines, I think, a couple of years back because of his, relationships like with DJ Zinhle, with Bonang Matheba. As in, he's just been that guy. And then finally, he landed himself this hot hand who was evidently way younger and of course from a very privileged family. And this guy's dated, AKA went ahead and he paid dowry, and so this lady became his fiancée. And then in April, the lady unfortunately lost her life under very unclear circumstances. So there were very, conflicting reports. Some were saying AKA contributed towards the fall of Nelly. Others were saying, the lady was intoxicated, she was on drugs. Others were saying that probably there was an altercation and then she slipped and she fell. But now, things are getting a bit too, what is really happening here? Guys have come out in protest, especially the ladies, and they're saying it's time for us to boycott AKA because there are videos that came out sometime late last week, a video and some footage showing AKA and Nelly at a very disturbed point. So go ahead, check out this video, and this is the video of the late. And she had broken down. She was like, you guys have no idea what he's been doing to me. La la la. The guys are there trying to tell her, tool. Okay, so just see the video and then come back and let's talk.
Oh, nobody's doing it. It's wrong, boy. Relax, boy.
You guys don't know what he's been doing to me.
Yo, shh, no, it's me, boy. Boy, relax, boy.
You guys don't know what he's doing.
Boy, relax.
Nobody's doing it.
Boy.
So when guys saw the video, when guys got a hold of the photos, AKA literally rummaging through the wall, him trying to open the door, people were convinced beyond reasonable doubt that this relationship was far from perfect. When you see people on social media at some point, there's this very fake illusion that's why I keep saying, and I'll forever say this, I hate this whole thing where we are sold the dream of perfection, and that usually comes with social media. So guys said, and as a matter of fact, there's a source that revealed, a very close source, came out and alleged that AKA was one very abusive person. He used to constantly abuse this hand. At some point, I don't know, he knocked her head on the wall, especially when he would be on drugs. So that is still allegedly. So according to the source, they're saying that AKA would have these outbursts, and then the outbursts will land on the babes. And so even Bonang Matheba was dragged into this whole mess, and guys were saying we are blaming Bonang because it is she who introduced AKA to snorting and to taking drugs. Still allegedly, gotta put that out there. So I don't know what to believe, because watching the footage, honestly speaking, guys, I don't think any hand if you're just okay, you would not act like this. And probably yes, because there's a statement that AKA released, and he did not run away from the fact that both these people were disturbed, like him and the girl, the fiancé, him and his late fiancé were both disturbed. He said this babe was dealing with post-traumas, and so was I, and we were both in love. And you know what at some point, these things called love, they are very toxic, especially when both of the participants in this whole love triangle are toxic, like toxic, where you want to be treated a certain way, I want to be treated a certain way. Probably there's things I'll tell you, probably the places we will be, or they're just triggers. Most of us don't know when to say sayonara or I am done. You wait up until the abuse gets to a point where it's like, I'm in too deep, I'm thinking of leaving, I can't possibly leave this man, and then we say we are in love. Because there's no way anyone would flip like this out of nothing. Yes, we can say that maybe this hand was depressed. But all these things would probably, once they are merged together, there's just that whole feeling of everything is overwhelming. And the mistreatment from this guy is actually fueling my depression. And who knows what really ensued up until the babe dropped from whichever floor up until she landed on the... Because there was someone else who released... Now, you cannot really know if this statement was true or it was just made up for clout. But the person said that, they had some commotion. They were staying in the same unit as these guys. And then the lady fell. So it's very unclear, but from the hand's reaction, honey, I think that there was a very deep-rooted issue right here. So now, guys, they're talking about cancel, aka because, boycott his music, don't play him anywhere, pull down those endorsements, because it's not making sense that this man, clearly, according to the eyes of public opinion, he clearly went ahead and maybe abused this hand. And guys are talking about retweet, hashtag cancel, aka. And this has elicited mixed feelings from different factions. Because others are like, why should we? We are not retweeting nonsense. Excuse me. We're not doing that because we don't have evidence that AKA in fact did, or he fueled, or he was actively abusing this babe. And then others are like, but the writing is on the wall. You guys have seen the videos. What else do you need? So it's a very confused space. I'm usually not a fan of this whole cancel somebody culture. I'm not a fan of that. But what I can say is, watching those clips, something just did not sit right. Especially that clip where she lost it and she, she's there shouting that you guys have no idea what he does to me. You have no idea what he does to me. So and then what's sad is the babe already lost her life. So it's pretty much AKA's word over what she has to say. Because he, in that statement, he came out and he was like, excuse me, you know what, you guys, I know whoever is behind this, I know people are working overtime to try and tarnish my name, and they just don't want me to prosper. So, yeah, I don't know, man. What do you guys think? But personally, just as I said, I'm not huge on this whole cancel thing, but hopefully justice is served.